We've got the Marana, what feels like a pretty stock standard at the moment.
Former teammate of yours, Ponlo, playing the Dark Willow, which the panel had some crazy ideas of. Perhaps that was going to be a carry Dark Willow. Not going to be the case. Just going to be support here, and may end up going down for first blood as Respect is able to pick that up with the Ice Shard.
You really cursed him real hard there. As
right, I didn't say anything good about it.
Respect happy to collect that bounty, and flip side of the map, Sweden Strong will collect as well.
Does this mean they're winning all their lanes? Man, Erica's going for it, or yes sir, as Suns fan likes to call him. He leaps in to get the kill, now tries to leap out. Arrow, it gets blocked by the Beastmaster. I think he wanted to kill that boar that was slowing him down, and he just traded his life for the Bat Rider. That could not have been a good exchange.
Respond to these dives with his full capacity if they want to commit for them. Team Zero really need to play these next few minutes well here.
Sticky Napalm adding up the flame break. And with the lead seed, he might be able to stay alive. The TP's coming in from the Dark Willow to try and save him here, but they already used the Roar on the Marana at the same time, so they kill the Treant Protector, chase the Marana out of here. Double Leaf's going to be forced to be used. Now they're turning their attention back to Ponlo with a full rotation coming out from One Dub. You said Zero, they're not going to be a team that plays particularly fast, but One Dub, when they're cooking, they do play fast.
Oh yeah, this team can definitely just run you over. They feel the momentum. They're going to bring the numbers. Double gate rotation on that dive. That again, what is your Earth Spirit supposed to do to prevent this aggression right now? He has no mana.
Yep.
Can't play Dota. Jiro Jr. just happy to get the stacks up. Munkushi's just he's gonna be a god this game.
Well, for now, they'll give some stacks to the Bat Rider Beast, as you said, because Munkushi hasn't had to leave the lane. He's got an entirely vacated lane to play against. So he's getting both lane farm as well as some neutral creeps at the same time. Tusk gets caught by a Torrent into a Bramble, but yeah, he's able to zip on out of there pretty quickly with Drinking Buddy. Still going to be caught though. He'll die, and the X back on Akira Jr. is going to bring him into a watery grave. So Team Zero finally managed to get on the board with a couple of kills and now some pressure onto the tower. Not too bad.
Really important move to recover this early game. Brought the Kunkka to mid. I think this was absolutely the correct play and executed it fairly well. Baited One Dub in a little bit and get the turnaround. 7E finally doesn't have to dodge an EMP for his life and gets a power rune as a roll.
Well, they could probably do Roshan on the Radiant side if they want to. They're strong enough to make that kind of move.
Any detection.
Not going to be able to spot him. Pops the dust out and gets him on the overgrowth into the arrow. Nice combo. A tornado stalled some of the damage. Deafening Blast will do that further. Gets in front of the block there. 7E isn't able to get the roll on Akira Jr. They do have a boat coming in though. Maybe that can fix things. A boat onto 2, a roll back in from 7E. Munkushi though is on the side here. Pops the Eclipse, scares back some of Team Zero. Nobody quite dies. The Snowball is going to pull Tusk out of position. Tries to use Drinking Buddies to pull himself out of there. Not going to happen. Cloud meanwhile in the mix of this with an Aghanim Scepter this early. It's not something Team Zero wants to hit, and even the neutral creeps are playing against Team Zero as a Centaur Stomp catches Beyond in the middle of the act of retreating. A 1-for-2 exchange in the end. That is favorable for Team Zero.
I mean, they call him the Beastmaster for a reason, you know? Bring the creeps to the fight, let them do the dirty work here. Don't need, I mean, this is why you don't buy Helmet Dominator. You just don't need it.
That's true.
That's just wasted gold right there. The second that Beast shows up, Team Zero.
And in SF here, it's going to be the Luna, who has been a very successful hero in this tournament.
Hope this Beast ages. I mean, this is...
I hope it's just a poke. I hope they're not committing to him. They are trying right now to get through a Shield Rune and an Aegis potentially. Snowball's going to pick him up, and he's going to chase after these heroes while ZZQ may be left behind here. Walrus Punch up in the air, and it's going to bring down Ponyo before he can do too much here. No, actually toss up in the air. Disarm goes out. He gets out of Terrorize. No, it doesn't go off in time. And now that means One Dub is going to be able to chase after more and more heroes. Somehow ZZQ, with his shard, is being able to walk away from this situation. I cannot believe he survived in the first place, but they've got bigger fish to fry, and that's going to be the course of One Dub. 7E, as mobile as the Earth Spirit is, it seems One Dub is still able to catch up to him.
I mean, that is just not the team fight. You're starting on a Shield Rune Beast with Aegis, Ags, Pipe. I understand you need to make this play to try and, you know, secure this Tormentor timing. You're going to end up losing it here, but...
Smoke. Going to join it now, try and chase after some of the heroes they see across the river here. But it's Chira Jr., who they're going to run into. Got the smoke on him. X back into Brambles, try and pull him away with drinking buddies, but they get pulled back in by the tidal wave. Now the overgrowth. Munkushi is going to come in big time though with his Eclipse and his BKB. Can he win this fight for 1 dub? It's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange and a chase for more. Looking, but not finding anything within their grasp. Not too bad for Team Zero, honestly.
I mean, the thing is, when you commit in that fight, you're just getting melted by this.
It gets a little worse, though, as Cloud, on the onset of it, does manage to find a Primal War victim in Pombo.
Did find what they were looking for at the start of the fight, which is the dust on the Invoker, connect the X. You either landing an X or a roll on him, ideally both, and bring the Invoker down at the start. Downside is I think 1 dub can also just start the fight. Just send this Bat Rider in, find whoever you want, drag him into you. Like, already you're just stuck in this chaotic event.
Which is why Team Zero, they're trying to set up for a fight. What they don't know is they're underneath vision right now. 1 dub knows where they're at. They're like, wait a minute. What's going on here? They just all swept over to this side of the map. Yeah, there's a ward on the Tormentor that they were sitting under. So, honestly, things could have been worse. All they ran into was a Dark Will in the process of trying to meet Team Zero.
That beam just deleted his hero, man. Like,
yeah. It was pretty disgusting. And that's going to be a tier 3 down. Now with the Glaives beginning to bounce around. A very high-level Luna that's doing almost 350 damage a shot. Add in some Lucent Beams, and these heroes on the side of Team Zero are soft.
They just don't have enough firepower to rebut this push right now. You're just gonna have to commit into the fight, or they're
quick Primal Roar, Beast. They're not gonna let Kunkka take the first step into this team fight. They're gonna try and bat back, and all in here from Team Zero to hold this one. Solar Flare only gonna last so long, but the damage is good on Munkushi. Unfortunately, it's not quite enough, and he still has the Aegis after all. They pull him back in into a torrent, and that's gonna be the first life. Second one though, a lot of low health heroes on 1 dub from this Magnetize, so maybe they have the room to be able to focus on him. A Tornado comes in, trying to get him. Tidal Wave, push back, gets off the Manta Eclipse, but they manage to burst him down. Not enough damage from Munkushi. Is surrounded by Team Zero heroes, and Shiro Jr. in his attempt to save his carry gets caught in the process. Now it's just all out retreat from 1 dub. Whoever can get out, almost napped him there. Not quite, but they could still find it potentially. ZZQ couldn't get the damage on.
I mean, you basically have 1 go, right? Like, when you commit this Earth Spirit going and the Solar Flare, that's your win. You don't win the fight in that interval of 10-15 seconds, it's over.
Yeah.
That's also a route 1 dub can take. Like, they can get the fight, get the Solar Flare out, and if they can reset, yeah, I mean, it's a way easier fight after that.
Well, they have the Shivas and they have the small crit for the Murata, so you've completed some items. This is going to be your best bet. If you don't go soon, your tier 3 is going to go down. Attempt to roll in, gets the kickback. BKB immediately activated, but the Earth Spirit is getting torn apart, man. It just got ripped apart by a horde of 1 dub heroes. Turn around, Munkushi starts going to work on Beyond. They've already called GG. He wanted a GG out before he dies. They really didn't put up much of a fight, and that last one, man, that was rough.
I mean, great game playing from 1 dub here in this first game as they came in, they got their Luna strat, they really accelerated this Beastmaster. I think
I wonder if Bat could have went mid, stuff like that, but they're going to just go ahead and pick up the Brewmaster, which, by the way, Morta does not like it when a Brewmaster runs at this hero. However,
the laning
have to
phase
start looking for a
goes
job.
particularly rough.
Exactly. So
You start thinking about getting a regular 9 to 5.
So my point is, for Team Zero, the start here is pretty important.
Well, they're going to be thinking about whether or not this was the first blood that leads Cloud into the same dominating position he was in game 1, because he absolutely destroyed that first game off the Beastmaster.
Something you have to think about as well. And just kind of playing that kind of pick-off style displacement into team fight is going to be very strong for them.
Yeah.
6-minute Power Rune is Illusion, not the most useful here for either hero, and should be secured for 70 if he can survive.
If he can survive. A pin back onto the Tiny. He does have Pombo helping him out here, trying to give him some extra HP, but it's not good enough. The toss, a crash landing, gets the kill, but Sweet and Strong is sacrificed for it. Chiro Jr. doesn't mind, though.
That was so much damage. The heal, not enough to come through, and that is Team Zero bringing both supports to mid to try and get a Power Rune for this Mars.
Is going to be in these situations where Munkushi is currently putting it to use here to try and hunt down Pombo. A toss over to try and get respect within striking range. Doesn't actually work out. All he's able to do is throw the repel onto Mankushi to get him away, but no kill to be found here. Perhaps one at bottom lane, where Sweden Strong as well as Cloud are surrounding, yes sir, who will go down. Not getting anything out of this either, because ZZQ might end up dying here. Wait, 7E comes in, hits the pin onto Respect, manages to get that kill, and Chiro Jr. is going to find that the Mars is too tanky to do much.
All those rotations top end up leaving the Morta alone, one creep off left. So if you're to 0 and you can defend your tier 1s in a game like this and fight around them, you're going to be pretty happy.
Particularly with the Tinker. Yes, sir, he's going to be caught in a lasso as he pops his ultimate and doesn't really get any damage done. The Brewmaster got off his primal split, and they're going to try and surround this Muerta as best as possible. The arena, look for the protection. Erica in some trouble, plays inside the arena and fights back where he can, but Chiro Jr. now jumping into this one couldn't add enough damage. It looks like Pablo has been able, power shot, that's able to finish him off with the extra bit of tick damage and a shackle shot. Locking down both 70 as well as Beyond, throws out the spear. It just pushes Chiro Jr. back to the back line as Mankushi will take over the team fight now and looks to chase after 7E with the urn on him. Another shackle shot coming up soon. A toss gonna be denied as the spear throws him back where he came from. And 7E is able to get out of there, but it's still 2 dead on the side of 0, and 1W bringing
the biggest target to bring down. You have some heroes that can control him and do it. It's just scary. If you don't see other heroes on the map, if you don't get lanes in, these kind of jumps are a bit spooky. And right now, if you're looking at the lanes, Team 0 are just not winning that battle. They don't see a lot. They're going to try and go for the brew down here.
They're being sandwiched. Cloud. He is not going to be the target, so he's going to be good to either get out of here or use his primal split. Sweden Strong is just trying to delay the damage, but I'm pretty sure he knows his life is forfeit, at least for now. Chiro Jr. jumping in, though, catches the Tinker. Maybe just what they wanted, but they can't burst him down easy, though. Ponlo, he just gets out of there. The primal split comes in too late. He is able to toss up the Muerta, though, as the Muerta pops that ultimate, and they focus on ZZQ. ZZQ, with his dying breath, perhaps not dying, gets off a cogs, sets up the... Oh, Chiro Jr. is able to blink away just before it. Now the Gleipnir, just like last team fight. Mankushi's going to try and come in, but now he's battling up against the Blade Mail, has to back away with his Whirlwind, away from the Kunkka for now. Kunkka, now the Blade Mail is dead. 1W can go in and try and finish him off. A pin onto the Tiny, yes. With the Ghosts out, it's hard to be able to fight around that, but it seems like Team 0 are just running out of gas, and they are not able to keep this fight going. 7E, he will go down as well. They may have saved Erica's life, but it cost them so much more.
It's another fight where 0 are so close to pulling out some big kills, but I mean, you do 9,000 damage compared to 10,000, but you're the one losing 3 for the 1.
Yeah.
Damage is just getting split around a lot with these marches. I don't even know if it would have done it. It's so tanky.
Back in real time where they have picked off both the supports, used the Whirlwind to kill Ponlo's Tinker, and now they've got ZZQ as well. But I think it is really just unfortunate that that last team fight, they smoke into Batrider and the Brewmaster, and it's the Batrider they see first, right? They
give them even more control, more lockdown. If you can get some BKBs up, we didn't talk about it, but if you can get some debuff immunity or magic resistance versus 1W.
What a timing there for the Cogs. It doesn't do anything to save ZZQ, but it does help his carry get out of there.
I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah.
This is the same play game 1, the 20-minute instant Tormentor contest.
Yeah, they're doing it without an Aegis, which is maybe cause for more concern.
Just a very heads-up play, I think.
Yeah, I like how...
already planning, like, when he dies in the team fight, he can go straight go back to the Ancients and just pick up where he left off.
Well, I was going to say both facets are so bad that the best one is using Ofrenda for like 20 attack speed or something. Caught the Tinker in action. This is why the Tinker has stayed behind an Omni Knight in net worth, because he is just not able to push these lanes like you would want him to.
They don't want to come back.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're going to call your bluff here. But is it a bluff?
I mean, knock, knock. Anybody home?
Apparently not. Okay, now the Mars is going to start coming back. The Torrent does land. So are they going to try and catch these heroes at all before they get out? What do we got? Minute left until potential Roshan spawn time. So probably not too much that's going to be happening. Any other, like, items that you see that are coming up specifically for Team 0 that would give us a little silver lining to this dark cloud that is 1W pushing into the high ground again? I mean, at this point in time, like, they're going to take this tier 3 just through chip damage. Tiny's coming in to finish it.
It's very slow. But they don't mind sieging, I guess. I mean, it's just the Morta items. Like, that's really the big difference.
Look at this Chinese damage, man. A lane of barracks for nothing. No contest.
Erica came back. This signals you have to get something out of it.
I mean, this is even worse than no
I mean,
contest. This is
all the sustain and the survivability they need and just letting them go to work when Kushi has been pampered, for lack of a better word.
He really has. Nice use of the X there. 7E goes through the gate to push out the top lane without any fear of being caught in the process. 1W. Now it's their turn to smoke up and try and assault Team Zero's positioning.
Radiance off. No position given away. Scouting with the gem. Going in blind. Sweden strong.
CZQ jumps up to the high ground. Sweden strong, just trying to see what vision is available here. Meanwhile, Chira Jr. is immediately going to pop his BKB and get the toss back onto ZZQ. Beyond, nice tidal wave in on Cloud, no follow-up to it whatsoever. Team Zero are not even going to try for this apparently, but they are going to get grabbed on their attempted retreat. It's going to be Beyond. Gets pulled to the other side of the arena walls and left for dead.
They want more here.
How much more are they going to be able to get? Oh, what? That Gleitnir animation. They had the net on the ground, but somehow doesn't catch the Tinker. He completes his TP. They get the BKB out of 7E.
That's what they wanted.
There goes your Roshan contest, if Roshan was up right now. A later Roshan means
I don't know
that...
how else to phrase it. Somebody is going to get hit by this, and basically you're just spamming that buyback button. Oh, that is the best target to find.
Oh, but an X pullback off of the lasso. Good play from Beyond to be able to stop this initiation from 1W. And if they can kill the Brewmaster, can they do it? Keep him inside the calling, do the damage. Hulk shot comes out a little bit more, but no, there goes the repel. It was waiting the entire time. Respected zero pressure on him whatsoever. High tidal wave to try and get out. An arena as well. A full retreat out. Can all of these heroes get away? Wait, they all made it out. Okay, maybe they couldn't win the fight, but they also only kind of lost it.
Yeah? Only issue is you're going to get sieged now, and you're missing a lot of your big ultimates. And this Whirlwind back up in 6 seconds here.
Okay, but 4 more levels to go for level 25 more.
If you win a fight, you'll be there.
That
Almost.
may not be true.
Gotta wait for this Pierce the Veil. It is up. Oh, man, you wish you had the toss here or something. You have a spear back.
They do have a spear back. A target that gets low. Deadshot doesn't actually bounce back to him. And boy, god damn that damage. Woo! There's some heroes dying out here. And the Muerta. Yeah, one dub say, I ain't afraid of no ghost. We ain't leaving. This Muerta's no threat. We're going to take this lane of barracks. We're going to take the second and third lane of barracks, and we're going to take Megas. And there's not a thing you can do about it. Team Zero are going to be eliminated by 1W.
A rough event for them. They had their highs, but ultimately unable to muster a good defense here in the lower bracket elimination game. But 1W starting to find some momentum. I think this is the kind of style we expect from this team. Some decently paced early game, getting the team fight online, and then just out executing people, turning Munkushi into an absolute 1v5 beast.